All right, we're back. It's episode number 5 of Average Jim's Cooking Show. I really appreciate everyone watching. We've been having a lot of fun. Been gone for a little while. I was on vacation. Went up to Hershey, home of the chocolate bar, and went on to Gettysburg. Found out why Abe Lincoln is such a cool guy. Went into D.C. for a little while. So got some more history on Vietnam War Memorial. Was awesome. Found out it was National Hamburger Day, middle of last week. Thanks for that heads up. I think that night I had spaghetti. But so that trip, I'm back now. Barely rested up because we did so much walking in 100-degree heat, but we had a great time. So all that Americana kind of inspired me to make shish kebabs. No, actually, there's this little place around the corner from the hotel. Smelled great, looked horrible though, so we didn't go in. But we're going to make some here at home for you. So we're going to go to our ingredients. I've got about 1.5 pounds of steak. You can use sirloin steak, flank, flat iron. Stop by the farmer's market. It's great having one a mile away. I've got 2 yellow squash. I've got 4 big mushrooms. I've got a small red onion, some red pepper. So that's all going to go for our shish kebabs. You can use chicken, pork, shrimp. We're just having steak tonight. I'm going to make a marinade for it. So we've got some olive oil, just some basic Italian seasoning, some rosemary and black pepper. One of the sides, I'm going to cheat the rice peel off there, and then a little later it might be some bonus footage. I'm going to make a tzatziki sauce, which is kind of what you usually see with the gyro, and we've got some pita bread. So I'm going to get started on prepping everything for the shish kebabs and be right back. Okay, so what I've done, I've cut the meat down. You can see it's about bite-sized pieces. Same with the vegetables, just sliced up the squash, the onions, peppers, mushrooms. So what I'm going to do now is go ahead and make the marinade. And some people will let it marinate, a couple hours in the fridge. Now this is something I'm just going to brush on while we're cooking. This is about 1/4 cup of olive oil. Perfect. And then we're going to add in some just regular Italian seasoning, a few shakes, maybe a teaspoon of that. So we're going to bring out a lot of the flavor that's already with the vegetables. Some rosemary, again, maybe about 1/2 teaspoon of crushed rosemary. It's going to give it a lot of nice flavor. And then we'll come back in some black pepper, about 10 good cranks from the pepper mill, maybe 11 or 12. And just a little bit of lemon juice. Maybe about a tablespoon right there. So we're going to mix that together, and like I said, this is going to be used. You can use this as a marinade. Pour it over everything in a bowl together. I'm just going to use it to baste. When we get to put it on the broiler, and while we're cooking, I'll continue to baste it. So we've got that ready. I'm going to go ahead and start putting the shish kebabs together. And the way you want to do that, and here's a little trick with the sticks, you actually kind of water them down a little bit, and that way they don't burn. So you just start sliding your pieces on. Some people say, you should alternate vegetables and meats. Some people say you should cook things separate, especially like with the mushrooms, because they can draw a lot of moisture out really quick. I say do whatever you want. This is the way I prefer to do it. I just put everything together. About 3 pieces of each ingredient per stick, maybe a little less on the squash. Just depends what your family likes. Be careful with the mushrooms because they tend to want to jump off pretty quick. So we'll go ahead, we'll get this one together. I got about 10 more to go. So I'm going to work on those and I'll be right back. Alright, so we've got our shish kebabs together. I'm just going to go ahead and start brushing on that marinade that I'd made. We're going to go ahead and put this in the broiler. Again, this is something you can do on the grill. Unfortunately, we've got thunderstorms in the area, so I don't feel like grilling in the rain. And we'll let this go for just a few minutes in the broiler. Once we get it in, we'll turn them, we'll come back in, marinate them, keep them moist, keep them seasoned. So got a special one on the end here for my daughter, just meat and mushrooms. She loves that. So let's go ahead and open up the oven. throw them into the broiler. We'll let that go just a few minutes and then we'll check back on them. Alright, now we're going to move on to our tzatziki sauce. I took the cucumber, I peeled it, I took a spoon, I pulled the seeds out, and what we're actually going to do with a grater, we're going to grate the cucumber into a bowl. And you might think, well, why is he doing this? Well, what I'm doing is I'm getting a lot of the, smaller pieces down, so then I can squeeze it and get the moisture, all the water out of the cucumber to make a sauce. Now, some people would just dice it up, leave it whole. I like a little bit smoother sauce. So I'm going to go ahead and work on this for a minute, and then we'll combine our other ingredients. Okay, now I've gone ahead and I've shredded the cucumber down, and you can see it's pretty fine. Now you can see there's a lot of that moisture in there, so what I'm going to do, I'm just going to kind of gather this up against the bowl, and some people use a cheesecloth, but see all this juice? I really don't want that for my tzatziki sauce. This is just the way I learned to do it. Just try to squeeze it as much as you can. Use the bowl. You get a little bit stuck to your fingers, but that's okay. You just want it to finish up just like that. And then what we're going to do, let me clean up a little bit. We're going to come in with the other ingredients for the sauce. About a teaspoon of garlic, just some minced garlic. Pour that right in. And you want to use Greek yogurt. This is just a small container. It's about 8 ounces. So we're just going to pour that right in there. Get that emptied out. Come in with some black pepper. Some people use white pepper so it doesn't show. Who cares? I think it's black pepper. And again, about a tablespoon of lemon juice. And a nice healthy pinch of fresh chopped parsley. And we're just going to mix this all together. You can make this a lot of times if you make gyros, with chicken or with beef and pita. You can have that. So we're just going to have this kind of as a sauce. I've got pita bread to go with the kebabs and as a side. You just want to mix it. It's a fairly thick sauce because I took all the moisture out, but it stands up a lot better. You can use this as a salad dressing. You can use it with vegetables, carrots, cucumbers, peppers. It's just a really good sauce. So there it is. There's our tzatziki sauce. Okay, you can see our shish kebabs are out of the broiler. Just about 5 minutes per side. You want to go ahead, put a couple of these on the plate. You can see everything's nice and roasted, seasoned. Get that there. Come over, get a big scoop of rice pilaf. Put that right on the plate. And I kind of snuck it in when I cooked a little bit of asparagus too, just in some olive oil, salt and black pepper. So we're going to throw that on the back of the plate. Just felt like having it. And here you go, your pita, your tzatziki sauce. Get your shish kebabs, your rice pilaf. Hope you enjoy. So there you go, that was shish kebabs with some tzatziki sauce, rice pilaf. I enjoyed making it. I'm definitely going to enjoy eating it. I hope you enjoyed watching it. Thanks for everyone who sent me comments, on Facebook and YouTube. Keep it up. If you want to subscribe, youtube.com/nightcrew, NYTCREW. I've got all the episodes up there. Hopefully we'll be back pretty soon. Until then, take care. We'll see you next time.